Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Gamestah TV1 and our coverage of tonight's ZOWIE Gamestah Overwatch League qualifiers. 5 teams go through tonight from the 16 competing. They'll go up against last week's top 3. And we are into round number 2 of the Swiss format bracket tonight for the qualifiers. We're going to be bringing you Victory Road versus No Reason Gaming. And of course, Victory Road, new entrants this week. They're going to get themselves 6 games of action. And they've already had one. I'll just have a very quick look at the brackets and let you know how they did for that. Where are they? Victory Road took on Team Thanks, and welcome to the league. Team Thanks, #1 seed for tonight's qualifiers, beat them 2-0 on Lijiang Tower. So they're going to be picking themselves up and going after No Reason Gaming. We got a little bit of a change in the casting duties for round number 2. We're going to be having EJ casting in conjunction with our new guy, GyMaR, who did a great job in the previous game, didn't he, EJ?
He did indeed, and shout out and get some for Bizer, who's out there in listening land. He's got some fanboys calling out for him on the Twitch chat, and we'll try and get his dulcet tones on later, but he did cast 16 hours straight at RF land on the weekend, and he's kind of parched, I think the case may be. GyMaR, welcome back to the second map here on Watchpoint Gibraltar, and we have Victory Road and No Reason Gaming.
Yeah, thank you for your kind words. I've seen No Reason Gaming plenty. In fact, they beat my team last week. But I haven't seen Victory Road before, so it should be interesting to see how they do.
It's always good when you get the new teams entering the competition, such as the ZOWIE Gamestah Overwatch League, to see what homework they've done. Have they put the time in and watched some videos from overseas, looked at some North America, some EU, the ZOWIESTAH replays on GameStar Media on YouTube? You know, get in there and check those replays out. Or are they going to come in and test their own strats against teams that are scrimming and have established strats? So could be interesting.
Yeah, it definitely could be interesting. It could be especially interesting because both these teams lost in the previous round to very high-level teams. So we haven't really seen whether they're strong yet, but we should be able to see coming into the game.
All right, Watchpoint Gibraltar, that first capture point, the bend after it, I should say, just near the server room, where most of the pro teams hold, crucial on this early to get through there on this map. If you get held up there, that can be quite devastating to your round.
Yeah, with this map, it gets harder to push through the further the map gets on, I've found. So you really need to be snowballing with some advantage to really be able to push through the whole map. Though, I mean, it is quite a long map, and this first checkpoint generally isn't defended by teams, but you've got to still get it quickly, otherwise you could be in for trouble. Yeah,
and whilst they might defend the checkpoint, the defense point is literally just there, so it's as good as holding them at the first spot. But no one pushes forward anymore. You can't, as you said, risk that steamroller effect. GyMaR, I'll just get you to run us through the teams. Take us, who's out there for Victory Road tonight?
So for Victory Road, we've got Sledgemama, Penguin, Mitchell, Lingy, Teenage, and Meta.
And over on the No Reason Gaming team, take us through it.
And we've got Bartimaeus, Kane, Sanka Zombie, Psycho Banana, Apathetic, and Sarcastica.
Roomed against these guys, and you've seen them play in previous rounds. Who do you think is going to have a big game for No Reason?
Well, in my experience with No Reason, Apathetic is one of their key players. If you've seen him play Tracer, he can tear teams apart all by himself. But he seems to have chosen the Widow, and that could be really dangerous for Victory Road if they're not prepared for it.
And GyMaR, run us through the breakdown of this defense. They are holding back here in the server room, as we were talking about earlier. Untitled Spreadsheets did this, and everyone seems to have followed. Take us through their class out for this round.
Yeah, what I find interesting is they're opting for a Bastion, which not many teams do, but that could be really strong on this defense here, because as teams try and push through underneath, if they're not countering that Bastion, he could really rip them apart. But it seems like No Reason have opted to go for the high ground, which the Bastion won't be able to shoot, so it could be in No Reason's favour.
All right, the payload's through from No Reason Gaming. They've just pushed it over the first capture point here. Apathetic's just poking head to the side here as the Widowmaker, just trying to make Penguin and Liggy on the Reinhardt move their position, and in goes the charge. Sarcastica on the Winston, straight in there, but he's forced into the server room, and absolute carnage. The rest of the team follow him in, and not much further success for them either. They're taken out, and the other two retreat, the healers. And I think it might have been, yeah, it was the healers and possibly Genji maybe just backing out of there. No, it was the two healers, GyMaR. The push there shut down by the boys from Victory Road.
Yeah, Apathetic tried to do a flank with his Widow jumping to the back, but that was shut down by the Winston almost straight away, making the fight 6v5 from the beginning, and it's very hard to win a 5v6 fight.
All right, bit of a push on again here. They just came up and peeked up onto the rooftop there above the underpass, and Winston went out to greet them. He's been taken down. Is that going to be the trigger they need here to push through on this cart? Apathetic comes in, slicing in, tries to take out the Bastion. He ultied there, but to no effect. It was taken down. There's the res. He gets picked back up. So does Ligius the Reinhardt. There's a shockwave from the team from No Reason Gaming, and the res comes in as well. GyMaR, though, they are pushing this cart. They've got it to the corner. The server room chaos is occurring. And Mitchell's out here trying to hold the cart against Kane. Reaper on Mercy. And he gets his backup just in time. The cart might get pushed through to this A checkpoint here. And it is No Reason Gaming just getting a little bit of ascendancy, GyMaR, as they've come around that corner off that push.
Yeah, I mean, it's really tough to push through all the way in one fight, and so they're going to have to win another one. But here comes the Mercy res, and that's kind of interesting considering the team's already down players. Not having that res in future fights would be quite harmful.
Yeah, and they haven't advanced the cart on that res, so it didn't do them any favours. A bit of an impulse move there on the No Reason Gaming. You've got to wonder whether they got the call, or as the Mercy's going down, they think, oh, bugger it, just hit the B button. Or the Q, I should say, and let it rip. Now, they're going to set up here on catwalks. They got that Bastion and Reinhardt going again. Mitchell behind them, giving the power up. They've got a Lucio scooting round. And the payload just moving back now. 3:54 is on the clock. And Victory Road, GyMaR really showing us a little bit here on this opening point. They've come to play tonight.
Yeah, they really showed they've done their homework on setups, you know, and this Bastion is No Reason doesn't have an answer for it.
No, he's doing very well indeed. He's getting a lot of protection from his team. Now we have got round behind here, so Tracer is in the back line, just breaking them up. That might give him a chance to push this cart through. Sarcastic is down there as the Roadhog, trying to stay on it. The ultis are going out left, right, and center. People dying left, right, and center as well. Bring the body bags out. Bodies are hitting the floor. Oh, there goes the hook. Perfect timing, but the res comes in as well. Picked it up. Sarcastic has let and rip at the full hog. Bouncing through here. Not picking up any kills though, but pushing him off the point. And that's what he needed to do, but he needs some backup. He needs some backup on the point. He's just got a Lucio with him, and Lucio can't do enough. And I think Victory Road are going to hold this again. And that's another push by No Reason Gaming, shut down there. Oh, I spoke too soon. GyMaR, they've come through from behind and they might ninja this one.
Yeah, I mean, that Tracer Apathetic guy said before the match, his Tracer, no one can stop him. He just runs around and keeps shooting people.
And he causes a distraction, takes their mind off them. The Reinhardt is down for Victory Road, and that should be enough. He's been what's holding this team together. And there comes the res. Great timing again. Mitchell pressing the buttons, getting it done for the team, but they are here at the front of the point. Reinhardt stopping the push. Apathetic trying to push through. They are half a meter and they've capped it. Oh, nicely done indeed. No Reason Gaming there, getting the second point. GyMaR, and great job indeed here on Gibraltar.
Yeah, that Tracer is a really good way to make Bastions uncomfortable, because when you can just zip around like that, it's very hard to trace. And you can do a lot of damage to a Bastion because the Reinhardt has to continually move his shield. It's a very smart pick from No Reason Gaming, and I like their adaptability here.
All right, so No Reason Gaming have already secured the shuttle here, so they've got that middle ground. And it's a low ground defense by the Victory Road. We often see people up on the shuttle getting that high ground, but it's a low, straight in your face defense here by the boys from Victory Road. There goes Lucio's ulti, sound barrier down, and the res has come through. Apathetic bouncing around. And I think they've secured the card. The boys from Victory Road again, getting that defense rocking. Next push coming through, GyMaR. Man, I'm going to call you GyMaR all night. I do apologise in advance, but I'm sure someone in Twitch will have a giggle. Maybe your mum.
Yeah, no reason, just aren't giving up. They're just pushing through again and again. And I mean, that determination is really rewarding them here. Because as you see, the defense is now split.
Just constant pressure. Victory Road are trying hard, and they're doing it for getting in there. They're just losing those vital picks at the wrong time. And Resin again is getting just job for them there. Psycho Banana, perfect timing. The ultimate from Kane coming out, picking up a double. That was a well-timed double, in fact.
We just see ults coming out after ults coming out, and that's really an interesting way to fight, because both these teams are still in these fights, and it's really hard to see who'll win them.
Yeah, and they're just going at it. Each team just going straight at it. We've had Winston here, Poppy's Primal Raid, slapping players away from the payload. That's one way to try and stop the cap. He has been taken down, though, so it's going to be a 4-on-4 here. It's going to be 6-on-4 very soon as the players from Victory Road come back from their spawn now. So Penguins coming out high on top of them here is unopposed up on the bridge, getting free shots into the back of the boys from No Reason Gaming. And there goes Kane with the ulti from Reaper on the point. That should be enough to push this through. And there goes Reinhardt with the ulti as well. To no avail though, GyMaR. They simply cannot get this card onto the point. And there's the res that's going to slow them down yet again.
Yeah, and throughout all this, Apathetic just continues to shoot people and shoot people. I don't know if Apathetic's died on the Tracer yet. I could be wrong, but just jumping around like that, it's very hard to deal with, because you've got other targets you want to be focusing on, but Apathetic just continues to shoot.
Apathetic doing the job of cart pusher as well as annoying little B. We'll get Crisis on camera to follow a bit of Apathetic action if he's not already doing so, just so the viewers at home get a great look at this first cast play. If you're looking to play this class a bit further on, get on and watch these replays later. So easy push here. They're going to hold them up here on the corner bend. There's not much point coming down the roadway and losing it and getting rolled in one straight push. So the boys from Victory Road setting up here again. Sledgehammer MMA doing his best on Lucio to keep his teammates up. Sarcasta Zombies come through right behind them here. The payload war continues, GyMaR.
Yeah, and it seems to be the defense getting the advantage here, though we have quite a few ults up for the attacking side, so that next push could be very strong.
Yeah, they should hold them through this one. We got a Reaper roll to Lucio ult, Mercy's ult, Tracer's ult, and the others. Well, in fact, now we got Sarcasta Zombie as well. So this will be the push we're going to be looking for. Well, the defense, I should say, will be looking for. Push, I should say, we'll be looking for. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. It's Monday Night Madness, ladies and gentlemen. ZOWIE Gamestah Overwatch League, and we're on Watch Map Gibraltar. EJ and GyMaR bring into the action. And the push coming in now from No Reason Gaming. The payload working its way back down to the corner. Sarcastica gets the chain out, doesn't manage to get anyone. Meta's bouncing the way out of the full hog there, coming around. And Apathetic picking up another kill on that Tracer. And they pushed them right off the cart there, GyMaR, and they picked up this payload, pushing it up around the corner now.
Yeah, and what you may not have noticed, but No Reason actually killed the defensive side's Mercy as she was flying into res, and that can make a huge difference in fights.
Oh, totally. Absolute shutdown. And we're seeing that difference right now as they push the cart round. So the attack coming in here, Liggy's swinging that sledgehammer, trying to cave someone's skull in. Kane's looking to be the victim. He's not managing to get it. He vapors out of there, and there comes the res. So Psycho Banana's played the last card. 49 seconds on the clock. Let's see if that res pays off for them.
And we saw a res from both sides, which is good for delaying here because the fight continued.
Oh, absolutely. And if anything, it will help the spawning defensive team. They got the much closer advantage here to get out to the point, and they're holding this card up very well. We're under 30 seconds on the clock now. Now, we do have a point scoring system within the ZOWIE Gamestah Overwatch League, which GyMaR is very fluent in. but teams do get points for capping, for defending, and fastest time if both cap.
Yeah, what that means is this defensive delay here is making a huge difference to the time, which could make a big difference in who wins this map.
We're about to hit Everton. All right, we're in overtime, ladies and gentlemen, but they've got the cart rolling in overtime. Kane is on it. There comes the res. That might just be enough to stop it. They come pouring out of spawn as well onto the point. Victory Road making a bang in their debut broadcast match here in the ZOWIE Gamestah Overwatch League. Oh, Bartholomew gets in there just as Lucio, but no support, and that overtime clock count is going down now. And Reinhardt won't get a charge in to try and get down there. So nice hole.
Yeah, it's a beautiful hold from Victory Road. I mean, even though they couldn't kill Apathetic's Tracer, they did a good job of killing the rest of the team.
Yeah.
And just continuously delaying. And let's see this play of the game here.
All right, Plantronics player of the day by Mitchell. Yeah, match winner right at the end of the game there. Great play by Mitchell. 19 players resurrected throughout that. That's not a bad mercy job at all. And he gets an epic vote from the rest of his team there.
Yeah, that really made the difference in that defense, because we saw that No Reason Gaming had the push there, but then that res just totally turned it around, and that stops them from getting the attacking point.
Well, now we get to see them on offense. We know now that after watching them spectate. Now, don't take too much out of them playing up against Thanks in that opening game. GyMaR, whose Thanks are probably the favourites in tonight's qualifying. So to come up against them in your very first game in the ZOWIE Gamestah Overwatch League, a 2-0 result is probably not a bad thing. Get your warm-up, get used to the pace of the competition, and they've come out here on Gibraltar and putting on a show.
Yeah, the big thing is making sure you don't get demoralized after those wins. As you said, Thanks are the favorites, being 5th on the ZOWIE leaderboard, but really, they've showed they weren't demoralized. Maybe they've picked some things up from Thanks' play, and now, against No Reason Gaming, they are showing that they are a force to be reckoned with, and they're not just some new team that hasn't practiced.
All right, so we'll wait for the setup now from the defense and from Victory Road, and let's see what they can do. Class out wise for both teams. How are we looking?
Yeah, it's interesting that No Reason haven't opted for the defensive bastion, so clearly they're not just going to try and mirror, but I think they will be playing the server room again. The Roadhogs become quite a staple pick on Gibraltar defense because it really opens things up. When a team's pushing forward, if you can hook one of their DPS players as Roadhog, you really shut a push down.
Out of position. Yeah.
On the offensive side, we have Genji and Reaper, which could be interesting.
Good mobility.
Yeah, good ability to flank. Gibraltar has quite a few flanking paths. You can go over or under or to the side. So the Genji and Reaper will just be able to run around where they like. The one disadvantage is that if No Reason Gaming did happen to be playing a Pharah, you wouldn't have much to deal with that. But No Reason Gaming isn't, instead opting for a Kree. So we may see here Victory Road win this offense, but we'll have to see.
All right, game underway here. This is the reverse half. Round 2 action. Week 4 action, qualifiers, Monday night qualifiers in the ZOWIE Gamestah Overwatch League. And here we have Victory Road just grouping up behind here now. Here comes the push straight in over the top of the point. They're going for kills while the car gets pushed in underneath. And Teenagers first in there with the Winston, putting up a brave fight. The fight occurs in the server room, as we thought it would. They actually just get pushed out of the server room. They've got the cart past that first checkpoint now. Sarcastic Zombie laying the Reinhardt smackdown, and the boost up onto Catwalk. That's a great play. So they're chasing Soldier 76 to his death at the back there, and they've broken this back line of the boys of No Reason Gaming, but they are regrouping quite well. We'll have to see how the push goes. Meadows come in as the Reaper, trying to get an extra kill. Bartholomew and Sarcastic Zombie holding the front of the cart. We've got a Winston going nuts in the server room, smashing it up Ant-Man style. Sarcastic has let the full hog, and that pushed him out of there. But he's back on the cart. And GyMaR, we've had almost a minute of action here, and it's absolute carnage on this first pen.
Yeah, what I found interesting was Mitchell opted for a res when the team had already lost a fight, which that trigger-happy Mercy Res action, which we didn't see from Mitchell when he was defending, it really doesn't create good fights in the future.
All right, payload getting touched on here now, and the boys come through. Teenage back up onto the catwalk, and Genji is with him, and they're going Mercy hunting up there. They can't quite get there. Lucio pops the sound barrier. Teenage again into the server room, onto it. And the fight occurring around the payload, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen. Bodies hitting the floor, left, right, and center. Sledgehammer's getting swung. Sledgehammer is down. So Bartimus now, as the Lucio, almost a lone survivor on the cart. The Victory Road have picked up a great little push here. And the offense is coming through from No Reason Gaming, but they're not going to get there in time. And GyMaR, nice first capture.
Yeah, Penguin had a beautiful flank
First capture.
out this top area, picking up that soldier, which just immediately made the fight in Victory Road's advantage. And that Genji is continuing to do work, so that could be interesting.
And good use of the mobility of Winston as well, really taking advantage of that. All right, we'll see what sort of defense we're going to get here around this second stage, the space shuttle.
Let's be patched up.
They're slow back into here, which is going to be not good for them because the cart's already round past the crates. It's just stopped in front of the underpass, and they've managed to get through there. We've got one player, two players up top now, so both tanks are up in the shuttle. In fact, the whole team have taken the high ground. They're camping over the bridge, waiting for that offense to come in, GyMaR.
Yeah, it gives them the real advantage, the high ground on the second third of the map. And what I found interesting is Victory Road didn't try for this, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
And we've just seen a great play by Teenage there as he hits the roof. Up on the top. Oh, nice charge comes through. And it's all happening in the shuttle at the moment. They're getting their money's worth at the rides. When you pay for a shuttle ride here in Overwatch, you get slapped around by a gorilla for your spare time. Ultimate's going off at the point. Charges going in. Sarcasta Zombie straight into the point. Gets in and defends that payload. He's got Lingy swinging a sledgehammer at him, so he swings one right back. Oh, he goes down though. This could be a res. Psycho Banana doesn't quite have enough. Does have a res, but chooses not to. No, only at 30%. I was looking at the other side. That's Mitchell. Mitchell's got a res. He's banking on a res. The McCree's up high now, just getting some back shots in. Penguin coming across this to Genji should take care of him. So it's a Penguin. Oh, and Penguin goes, gets the kill on the McCree in the space shuttle. Nice little play. And here they go. They've rolled through again, GyMaR.
Yeah, they're just showing dominance here. I mean, yeah, they did have to regroup in that second third, but then they just came straight back and destroyed No Reason Gaming in that fight. And now they just want to zone them out so they can get as much cart push as possible.
So this could actually be a psychological blow to No Reason Gaming. They've got a rookie team here coming in. First time week 4. They've come in late into the tournament. And they understand that there's over $8,000 in cash and prizes on the line, and they want a bit of it. And with the top teams not playing this week, I understand it really opens up a lot of teams still to qualify for that top 8 on the leaderboard.
Yeah, I mean, anyone in the top 20 at the moment could still qualify.
20. And talking of top 20, we got the top 20 discos being played, tunes being played here by Lucio. The sound barrier goes down. Oh, he goes down. So does the person defending the cart. And they got the push through. And there goes the sound barrier for the other team just in time too, because Lingy let his shutter go there and just did the ulti from the Reinhardt, smashing people to the ground. They might have secured this payload. We've got Apathetic. What brilliant tracer work. Just annoying, but not enough to stop the cart. The cart is pushing through. It's just coming under the final bridge now. And Bartha at the back there. Now, you scrim this team. This is what you'd expect from the quality of their defense? Are they up or down on their game in this match?
Yeah, once Apathetic pulls out the tracer, you know you really have to be very careful on offense. As you see, the payload's been quite stalled out. But it does look like Victory Road will be able to push through. I mean, they're continuing to win these fights. Because the thing with Tracer is, all you can do is really annoy the other team. You can't just kill them the same as someone like a Genji can.
Yeah, you're not going to get a 4-5 kill. No. They got a res on the point here. Apathetic trying to stop the cart valiantly at the end. But it is going to be a capture here to Victory Road.
And that means Victory Road take the map 2-0, which is quite an impressive result against an established team like No Reason.
Now, Plantronics MVP will watch the play of the day here. A Penguin as the Genji gets the Plantronics play of the day while we consider the Plantronics MVP from this match as well. So popped his ulti there and just carving him up like a turkey here. Oh, now I feel like turkey. Probably shouldn't have mentioned turkey. But that's okay. We'll have some turkey after the cast. And MVP, Plantronics MVP, GyMaR from that match for yourself.
I mean, Apathetic's Tracer was really strong, but it wasn't really game-winning. What I think was game-winning was a Penguin's Genji. In that offensive side, Penguin just ripped No Reason apart. And I mean, obviously his team contributed, but he was the dominant player in that match.
No, I'm happy to go with that. I was going to throw him into the conversation if you mentioned someone else, so we're on the same page. So go for it. That's the MVP then. And what was the player's name? I'm bloody looking at him right now. Penguin. I'm bloody gone mentally blind. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in a round 3 action coming up very shortly here on Gamestah TV. Tune in. It'll be EJ and GyMaR up next. And I think we're going to Kings Road. So strap yourselves in. It's going to be a cracker.